Another type of infusion that can be used and is often used in the NICU care area is an antibiotic or an amount over time infusion. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my syringe. I'm going to load me a smaller syringe to deliver an antibiotic. Make sure I have enough fluid here. Okie dokie. Programming is the same. It's going to ask me if I want to prime with the pump every time. I'm going to say no in the interest of time here. And let's see. I'm going to scroll down to find me an antibiotic. And oftentimes cefotaxime is on your customer's drug library, so I would recommend that. I also know within this drug library, I can reduce the delivery time on my cefotaxime, so I don't have to wait forever for it to be delivered and to go to a flush. So you're going to want to make sure that the antibiotic that you use for your demo has the option to deliver a time which is much less than which may be typical for that drug. I'm going to go ahead and select cefotaxime, concentration, and then confirm my drug. Okay, remember when it's asking my amount, it's asking me for the total amount. So if I'm going to deliver 200 milligrams, I press OK. After I enter my weight, it's going to calculate the amount per kilo. So I'm going to enter 200 milligrams. Say I put a 2 kilo weight in. I'm going to get a soft limit, but I'm going to go ahead and accept it. And then you'll see that it calculates out for me my total weight, but rather my total dose, 100 milligrams per kilogram. I'm going to enter my time. Let's put in a quick time here. Again, I'm going to get a soft limit because the typical time is 15 minutes, and that's what's set up for this drug. But I don't want to wait 15 minutes during my demo. So I'm going to go ahead and accept my soft limit and then start my infusion. Okay, so while we're waiting for this infusion to run over that 2 minutes, there's a couple things I want to talk about when it comes to a flush. Flush occurs after an amount over time or a volume over time infusion. The user can select to continue with the flush or to go ahead and eliminate the flush option. So typically the flush is normal saline. It's delivered from a separate syringe. Usual flush syringe sizes are 10 mLs or smaller, 5 to 10 mLs typically. Flush volumes are typically 2 times the priming volume of the set and any add-ons. Now, most users don't even know what the priming volume of their set is, so they estimate. So in the NICU, you may see a flush volume as low as 1 ml. Keep in mind that, depending on the length of that set and the priming volume, that may not be enough to clear the line. So 2 mLs is a good guesstimate, and I would use 2 mLs if I were you and doing a demonstration. Now, what occurs sometimes is that 2 ml flush volume may be greater than the drug volume that I delivered. So the user may need to deliver the flush as a volume over time. So I will show you how that's done as well. Looks like we're getting close to the end of this delivery here. What I would expect is that I will get an infusion complete. Remember that flush is different on the syringe pump than it is on LVP. Flush is a one-time event on the syringe pump. On the LVP, I think you have up to 3 times. So I've got the Infusion Complete screen. I've silenced my alarm. Now, if I'm going to deliver a flush, I would say select the line flush soft key. It asks me, do I want to deliver the remaining drug in the line? I'm going to say yes. I have to unload my syringe, which had my medication in it. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and reload the new syringe, which has my normal saline in it, or my flush fluid. Because it's a new syringe, I have to go ahead and identify that it is the proper syringe brand and size. Okay, so best practice is to deliver the flush at the same rate as the medication, because if you deliver it faster, you would be bolusing that medication. Now, there are times when that must occur if the flush volume is greater than the volume of the drug, unless they want to deliver that flush in a time which is much longer than the medication itself, they would have to go ahead and set it up to deliver faster. But I'm going to say yes, I want to deliver my flush at the same rate. All I have to do is enter my volume. The rate from my previous infusion appears, and when I enter my volume, my time will also be configured. I'm going to just put in 1 ml and press OK. And this is going to take just 1 minute to deliver my flush. Okay, go ahead and deliver my flush. When this flush is complete, I'm just going to get infusion complete. You'll notice that on this run screen, my drug name appears because that is actually what we're delivering. We're delivering the drug that is remaining in the line. So that's why the drug name is on this screen. You'll also notice that when we're delivering with a flush, we have blue arrows and the appearance of blue fluid in the syringe. There we go. Did I get a flush complete sign? Now, I had mentioned that sometimes you don't want to deliver the flush at the same rate as the medication was being delivered at. And what some users will do is they'll say the medication has to be delivered over 30 minutes. They may program the medication to deliver over 15 minutes, but then program the flush also to deliver over 15 minutes. So it's more about the time than the rate. So I'm going to say no. I don't want to deliver the flush at the same rate. Now I can enter a volume, say 2 mLs, and a time, and it essentially becomes a volume over time infusion. Remember, it's minutes and seconds. So that's 15 minutes. So minutes, seconds, 15:00. Okay. And then I can go ahead and confirm my time. And then I would go ahead and press my to deliver my flush. Okay. That was a good segue way to show you what happens now when there's a downstream occlusion. We have new messaging around downstream occlusions for the syringe pump. We're now telling the user how to handle a downstream occlusion, that they need to make sure the line is not kinked and that all clamps are open, or that potentially the syringe may be empty. Because when the plunger has reached all the way to the end, depending on the syringe, the pump may read it as a downstream occlusion instead of an infusion complete or a syringe empty. So I cleared my downstream occlusion, and then I can go ahead and restart my infusion. Okay.